All right, Junior 1, Unit 9. I always eat breakfast, or as I like to say, yum yum, school lunch is good. I know everyone feels the same way I do. All right, so we're going to go through this. We'll start with vocabulary. All right means okay. Buy, to pay money to get something. Potato salad. Pieces of potato mixed with mayonnaise and seasoning. Habit. Something you usually do. Lunch, the noon meal. Dinner, the evening meal. Garlic, a vegetable like a small onion with a strong taste and smell. Festival, a special event or period when people celebrate something. Fight, when people try to hurt each other. Monkeys, animals with long tails that live in trees. Cooking, the activity of preparing food. Humans, people. Bones, the hard pieces inside an animal or person. Seed, the small part of a plant from which new plants grow. All right, so this is the end of the vocabulary. We have word power. At this point, we looked at the different food groups. If you have your book, you can look at the food groups. The list here is slightly different, but very similar. The group that you see here in the slide leaves out fats and oils, but all the others are included. They split vegetables and fruits into two different ones. In the book, there is only one group. All right, from here, we had a conversation about two people shopping for sandwiches, and they decided to buy potato salad and other things. All right, so in this conversation, we focused on the words any and some, and we know that we can use the word any in sentences that are questions or sentences that are negative. All right, and we had grammar, which was that. Then we looked at world breakfasts around the world. The book gave us 3. We expanded it to a little bit more. United States, Japan, and Costa Rica are all in the book. We added Taiwan, Egypt, and Scotland for good measure. We look at American breakfast. This was it. This made everybody very hungry, and we can understand why Americans get so big. All right, here's more. The one thing we can just think about, I should go back. I can't go back. Don't confuse waffle and pancake. All right, then we look at breakfast cereals. Breakfast cereals are very popular in America because it's very easy. All you got to do is bowl, milk, and cereal, and you're ready to go. We have lots of breakfast cereals in America. A lot. In this picture in particular, if you find the cereal Cheerios, which we can, you can see this, it's Cheerios here. And if you actually count the Cheerios, we have 14 different kinds of Cheerios, which is actually quite a lot. We also looked at Japanese breakfast, much more healthy than American breakfast, and it still looks quite delicious. Costa Rican breakfast, one of the staples, staple being like the main breakfast food that they have there, is beans and rice. That's what you see in the middle of this plate. But the beans we talked about are salty. They are not sweet like the beans in Taiwan. All right, we looked at Taiwanese breakfast. Lots of good breakfast here that makes everyone very hungry. Egyptian breakfast. It is a lot like the Japanese breakfast in the way that it looks like you could eat it for lunch or dinner, which is a little different than American breakfasts. And Scotland, this is a traditional Scottish breakfast. Very good. There are beans on the plate, and again, these beans are salty, not sweet. We had another conversation. We always have green tea. This was about a traditional Japanese breakfast and a Japanese family opening their home to allow someone to come in. And here we practiced usually, sometimes, always. These are adverbs of frequency. And this brings us to, here we have adverbs of frequency. We have always at the top being 100%. We have never at the bottom being 0%. And usually, often, sometimes, seldom, hardly ever, these are all in between. This is also in your book on this page, and you can check that out if you want to see it again. We have word order. If it's a positive sentence, you are going to have subject, frequency, adverb, and verb. But if it's a be verb, the frequency adverb will be after. So here we have the verb eat, so the frequency adverb is before. All right, so he often eats school lunch. All right, and the other one is he is usually late. So we have a be verb here, so usually is after that. We had some practice here. We went through these. We put words in the correct, put these sentences in the correct order. We had another practice here where students had a chance to, you guys answer the questions like how often do you do your homework? How often do you sleep in class? How often do you fight with your brother or sister? How often do you eat breakfast at your desk? And so on. This is just a fun practice that everybody can laugh. All right, then you have answers for grammar on page 61. And this is the end. So this covers Unit 9. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any more questions, you can watch it again, or you can just review your book.